great seasons.
It is.
If you blew, that's an 87. That's probably gonna be an all-pro season.
Yeah.
His rookie year blew 87. Next year 88 blew. 2004 green 70. That's a great score. It's not a regular 70. This year he had a 71 right now. The touchdowns, 1 his rookie year, 123, 1 in 24, 2 this year. The boy don't give up shit. He don't get that many picks, but he don't get roasted. He don't give up touchdowns, and that's what you want. That's what you want. You got a corner who get picks. Travis Ward get picks.
He does.
You got one who get picks, man. You got one who gonna strap your number 1 guy, make you throw it to the number 2. Travis Ward gonna be over there. Hey, I love what the Colts are doing right now, man. I might have jumped on board just now.
Really?
Telling you, man.
Wow.
One move.
Yeah. I mean,
crank you up.
They're still 7-2, so they're tied for the best record. So, God.
All right.
I love the run game. I love the defense, man.
Yeah.
That defense it went up a few notches.
Yeah, let's see what the Colts do now. But we have more trade to talk because breaking trade, the Saints traded Rashid Shaheed to Seattle for a 4th and 5th round pick. So, Aqib.
4 and a 5?
Yeah.
That's all he worth?
Is Seattle now truly the best team in the NFC if they add this wide receiver?
I love what Seattle is doing. I love what they're doing. You add him a true deep threat to that offense with JSN, and I think that's going to open up the run game. I was just talking about this before the show. They like below middle of the pack in rushing, but I just watch them and I don't see that. I guess they still average 100 yards, so I guess 100 yards ain't good enough in this league right now. But I just don't see that. I watch their games and I think they had a pretty good day running the ball, and that opened up a lot of play action stuff for them. Then you look at the rankings and they down there and rushing. It's just weird to me, but. I love what they're doing on offense. I love the addition of Shaheed, but I still can't put him as the favorite. And the Eagles are still the guys. The Eagles are still the guys, man. Yeah. So, and then they still got Darnold, and Skip has persuaded me that Darnold is gonna make that mistake in the 4th quarter. Shit, he almost did it in the blowout. He had the blowout going. He threw an interception in there that if they would have scored, that might have changed the game. You know what I'm saying? So. They still got Darnold. Skip, I'm on board with Skip. He's a 4th quarter mistake maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
cokes.
I love what they building for real. That D-line, how they play on the road. I love what they building. He definitely crank him up a little bit, but I still can't put him past the champs.
Okay.
I like the addition. You know, Rashid is he's a Deshaun Jackson type now. He's not Deshaun Jackson.
Tight.
Let me get that, Deshaun. He's not you, all right?
Nowadays,
but he's that type.
They say it's Deshaun Jackson type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's what they do.
What he does is he takes the top off now, and Jigba can come across the middle. Now when they take the play action, guys are setting deep. They throw a screen to Kenneth Walker. It opens up a lot of stuff for him. It really does. And I'm concerned about Cooper Kupp with this trade. He must be a little bit more banged up than they're talking about. But I do like Torrey Horton. He had a good game, 2 touchdowns last week. It's a good ad for them, man. Anytime you have a guy with that type of speed, the defense has to know. I mean,
You got to appreciate it.
we got to make sure the safety keeps his depth, right? Which opens up a lot of stuff. And then Jigba can do that himself. So now they have 2 guys that can roll, which is very exciting. So I think it's a great move for Seattle. Does it make them the number 1 team in the NFC? They're up there. Yeah, I think they are very they're close. They're right there. The Rams, obviously the Eagles, and obviously the Seahawks are all neck and neck in my opinion.
Yeah, they like I said, they playing the best right now. You just made a strength stronger, but that run game matters.
Yeah.
It does.
Right now, December, January, it's going to matter. Their saving grace is they do travel well. They play well on the road. But they didn't make a move where I'm like, oh, well, just like we just talked about Sauce. They addressed the need. It's not like they went and got Derrick Henry. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like they average 100, but if you look at the numbers right now with how people are running the ball, 100 is like, it's right above 100. It's not enough for what they're doing. I love the pickup because it helped the offense for sure, but they need to be able to run the ball.
It might help, with they'll get more split safety now. There's Jigba, there's,
It'll make the defense adjust.
Exactly.
It'll make the defense lighten that box, I tell you this.
Yeah, exactly right.
I like 100. If Coach, I ask you, Coach, if they said, all right, at the beginning of the year, you could average 105 yards rushing a game, or would you take that? That's not good. It's not good enough in the league right now.
I'd like a little more, but I'd take it.
I just like 100 yards, man. We come out with 100.
Well, you got to think, it's the time we played in. You get 100 yards a game, it's like, hey,
hell yeah.
But now, today's, like how these teams are putting up these, the 100, you got to be in the 120s.
100 yards is legit because Sam Darnold doesn't have a lot of rushing. You know what I mean? A lot of these teams have.
Quarterback got 40.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe that's why I look like that.
I'm sorry, Broncos, you know, Bo Nix always gets 30, got some.
Right, same with everybody who up there.
Yeah.
They are.
Those are
Buffalo, they quarterback gonna have 50, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why I look that way to me, because it's all running back yards that get them 100.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't like quarterbacks running.
I don't got no problem with them running, but hey, if
you can't be a running back.
You're gonna have to deal with your running back shit. If your quarterback is a running guy, you're gonna have to deal with that running back shit. Some quarterbacks can handle it, some quarterbacks can't. Vic ain't never get hurt.
Yeah.
Vic was always available.
Okay, back to what you just said. Seattle strengthened its strength.
Mm-hmm.
It was really a solo strength that they've been playing with, because it's been JSN or bust, where their strength is a shaky strength, because I'm looking at their targets for the year. JSN has 79 targets, by far more than second on the list, who is Cooper Kupp, with only 33 targets. 79 targets to 33. Cooper Kupp is damaged goods. He's injured right now, and he never was the same after he tore his knee up, because he lost a little half step of quickness that made him uncoverable in his Triple Crown year. I couldn't believe it. Nobody could cover him. But he had Matthew Stafford thrown to him. That's why I still like the Rams over the Seahawks, because I'll still take Matt Stafford. He's still playing at an extremely high level.
Yeah.
And yet JSN has been unbelievable, because he gets like triple covered every play, because they don't really have another big threat there. There's nobody where you say, uh-oh, what about him? Until now. And with this trade, this little man is a ticking time bomb, emphasis on bomb, because like you said, he has Deshaun kind of impact, man, because every time I look up, he's running past somebody, and it's one thing to run past, it's another thing to track it and catch it. Deshaun was the best I ever saw at doing that at deep balls, because as you well know, it's just hard to find it sometimes and track it and hold on to it. And this little guy, undrafted, out of Weber State, you know, they list him at 6 foot 180. I think he's like 5'10", 160.
Shit, he looked tall to me.
Does he look tall?
Hell yeah, to me, he don't look like a little guy. He look like
but he's slender.
Yes, he looks skinny though.
Yeah, but he runs 4.3.
Right.
And all I know on the football field, he looks like he runs 4.2. So it can't do anything but help, to your point, at least balance up the football field a little bit. It should make JSN even more uncoverable.
Yeah.
And I told you yesterday, I don't know, they just can't find him. They can't. He gets open better than anybody I've seen in a long time. Except maybe back to the Cooper Kupp year, where I kept saying, how does he keep getting open for all those yards and touchdowns and catches, you know? And with this kid, it's just what the doctor ordered for Sam Darnold, but that doesn't change his makeup, Sam Darnold's makeup. I just don't trust him in the biggest moments, but they're really good. And the coach is really good, because he's a defensive football coach, and their defense is serious business, man.
Yeah.
It is legit, and because of the receiver, their offense has been legit, and Sam Darnold on any given Sunday can just go like he did at Washington. He just goes crazy because he's got talent, man.
Yeah.
And gets in, if he gets in a zone, he can be really good, but he's waiting for that late play where he just loses it and throws it to the other team.
Well,
he does.
Coach at Lieb's point, when you add a guy like that, the example would be the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's not Pickens.
Yeah.
But you see what adding Pickens did to y'all's run game.
It's just huge.
It opened it up, because now you got to lighten that box.
Yeah.
And you can't load up on the box. So you add a guy like that, especially he take the top off the defense a couple times. Now it's like, okay, we got to, so yeah, I like it.
All right, let's see. A lot happened to the trade today. Probably more is going to happen for the trade deadline. But let's get to a little coaches drama. We're going to talk about a couple coaches today. But yesterday we were talking about Dan Quinn's decision to leave Jaden Daniels in the game on Sunday. And 70% of the chat, you guys said that he should have been out of the game. So Dan Quinn actually kind of switched up what he said. So let's take a look at what he said.
I know many of you have been asking about the thought process of Jaden being in the game in that situation. I get that. I've been thinking about it honestly nonstop too, and for me the answer is, man, I missed it. But I would, I'll fill you in on my thought process. At the start of the fourth quarter, I guess it was probably like 12 and a half minutes left in the game, and that was going to be the last drive for a couple of guys, Jaden and Zach and Debo and LT, and so we're going to have any read run plays and meaning no carries, for the quarterback on a run. And honestly, man, that's where I missed it. Of course, he could scramble. It's Jaden. It's what he's special at, and that is 100% that's on me. And I also said last night in the presser to our fans that, man, did we miss our mark as a team. And with that performance, we need to fix it. They created an awesome environment, at the stadium for the game, and that fix needs to be done now.
So, Jay, do you like that Dan Quinn kind of backtracked?
I don't. I think you got to stand up and stand with your decision. You made it and live with it. That's just the way it is. You're going to be questioned. I was there for 5.5 years, and you're going to be questioned about every decision you make, no matter what. So at some point, you're going to have to say, you know what? The football player is coming off an injury. He's a competitor. We started with 12 minutes ago. We didn't have a great game. Our fans were excellent. Let's just get a drive in here, something good to feel good about going to the locker room. You don't have to call a zone read, though, Cliff. Love Cliff. You don't call a zone read with an RPO on the outside. Jaden should have handed the damn thing off, right? As much as I love Jaden Daniels, he misread it. Hand the ball off. The end came up the field. Then he makes the end miss. Woohoo! He gets outside. He gets tackled and breaks his arm. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for Coach Quinn. I've been there. You never want your quarterback to get hurt. This guy is the franchise. He is the future. All the talk about he's going to be in a second-year slump. All the talk about he's not very big. He's going to get hurt a lot. Now we got to hear it all. You know what I mean? I hate to hear it. I hate it for Jaden. I hate it for Coach Quinn. I hate it for Washington fans. Oh, it's just like RG3. He's not. This guy's a special player. He's going to be fine. It's just his left arm. They'll strap that thing up. He'll be ready to go next year. I hate it for them, but if I was Coach Quinn, I just swallow it, take it, and I don't mean like that. Swallow it and move on
Okay,
and go on with the season.
Slow down, Coach.
We get it. All right, so nobody knows better how he was feeling than you know. So did you ever sleep on something you'd said right after the game, and on Monday you said, I overreacted?
Well, my famous one was on Monday. We lost to Tampa. We got shut out. And obviously RG3 had some things to say. If the players around me don't play good, then the quarterback doesn't play good. So a lot of players are like, oh, hell no. He's throwing us under the bus. So we had a team meeting on Monday, had a chance for RG, hey, just clear it up, and that didn't happen in the meeting. So after that, we had a press conference, and I was young. I went in there, I just said, RG3 needs to worry about himself. So I got absolutely hammered. So then I just had to apologize for that, something like that. But after that, I was pretty selective on what I said to the media, tried to be. And sometimes you got to admit when you're wrong.
Did somebody tell you to apologize, or you just thought you should?
Well, I got absolutely destroyed. Okay. I got called all kinds of stuff by media, by fans, all that stuff. I was hated. But we ended up coming out of it in my second year. But yeah, sometimes you do need to apologize if you're wrong. But I just think in this situation, he's right. They had the ball 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Long drive. You know what I mean?
And then he kind of explained himself. He kind of said what he was thinking, and then, but I should have took him out. No, you shouldn't have took him out.
No, you shouldn't have.
He explained yourself. So his backtrack, he didn't even really backtrack.
He didn't backtrack. He just said what happened.
Yeah.
That's why I
He didn't really backtrack, in my opinion.
Because if you go look at the press conference right after the game, they said, well, he's like, well, no, in the moment, this is what I was thinking. All he did is just say, this is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But that's on me.
He said it was going to be the last drive. It was the last drive. These extended the drive, picking up these third downs, extended drive.
You don't give a competitor like Jaden Daniels an option to read the end and throw a pass in that situation.
Yeah.
Give him a damn duo play. Give him a, outside zone. Hand the ball off, right? Jaden is going to try to score. That's the way he is. That's the way he's built. You know what I mean? I'm just disappointed in the call by Cliff, more so in the execution by Jaden, but not in the fact that they left him in the game.
Okay, although Dan said right after the game that the call was that the option was only handoff or flat pass, that there was no quarterback run part of that play call. That's what he said. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, they didn't block the end, so that seems a little weird.
And so all of a sudden Jaden does what he does. That's who he is. That's how he thinks. And he thinks he can out-athlete you in the flat, that he can just out-maneuver, out-quick, outrun anybody, and this time he didn't, and he got flipped around for a 2-yard loss. And to your point, it could have been a lot worse. So he dislocated his non-throwing elbow.
Right.
And again, I think he's going to be okay. But Dan Quinn's point was that there was no run option to it. That Jaden just did what he did. But again, we were making the point yesterday. They could score. They had it the 2-yard line. And Jaden's thinking, hey, if we score, I got most of the fourth quarter. I don't know. If I score a couple more touchdowns, we'll get back in this game.
Well, the night couldn't have gone worse for him, right? Yeah. This is a huge night. The expectations for this team coming in from the NFC Championship game were huge. They got Jaden coming back. They're playing Seattle at home. They got to win this game to get back in the playoff hunt. We talked about it. One of those teams, either Dallas or Washington, has got to make a move to catch Dallas. They get absolutely destroyed in the first half. So the whole air of the building is let out. Then to make matters worse, your franchise breaks his elbow. Yeah. So it was just a horrible night, and it's something that a hard pill to swallow for the whole area, because that team was high expectations coming into the year, but they just haven't lived up to them.
Okay, so what do you think went wrong for that team? What do you pinpoint? What failed?
It's only one thing. There's only one answer, Coach. Like this.
There's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, they lost some players.
They lost what player?
They lost. Well, I'm going to tell you this. Say what you want. De'Ami Brown and Zacchaeus, they made some plays. Jameson Crowder, they lost all them.
Yep.
All right, they added Debo. Zach Ertz is getting older. So offensively, they're not that good. Defensively is where they got hurt, right? Their defense isn't very good right now. They can't stop anybody. And I don't know. It's hard to explain. They have some young players, but they have a lot of old players. I don't know where they're at. They don't have any pass rushers on the edge. They didn't address that in the draft.
Von Miller.
They lost Armstrong early. They lost Dietrich Wise early.
They're good players.
So they don't have any defensive ends. Payne and Kinlaw aren't being as disruptive as they need to be. Bobby's getting a little older.
He's old.
He's not a space player. Frankie Louvu's not a really cover guy. He's more of a
Bobby Wagner.
He's more like that. The safeties have been atrocious. Lattimore has been really not very good. He's had a lot of penalties and given up some plays I do like, but he's out for the year now. And Sanistrell has taken a second-year slump a little bit. He hasn't played as well. So defensively, they really have nothing to hang their hat on. And offensively, just not a whole lot of help for Jaden, and he's been in and out of the lineup. And it's been tough, man. It's tough to do what they did last year because they hit everybody by surprise, and this year everybody's kind of ready for them. And they had some key losses to injury and to free agency, and really didn't have a good free agency or a good draft to help it out. They lost Austin Eckler, too.
Austin Eckler got hurt.
And B-Rob. B-Rob had, say what you want, B-Rob had some pretty good hits last year.
Now he on the bench.
Warren Sapp told me,
San Fran.
Warren Sapp told me after I made my first Pro Bowl, he said you can't be the same person every year in this league and be successful. Because once people know who you are and figure you out, you have to learn to reinvent yourself. Be yourself, but reinvent yourself. And right now, I just think the league figured out who Jaden is. Obviously, he had some injuries, but it just don't seem like he's seeing the field like he did last year. He holding on to the ball more. When you got a young guy, the whole reason you go and make sure Terry McLaurin comes back, because that was his guy. You make sure he has his guy because you signed Terry McLaurin for your quarterback. You don't sign Terry McLaurin because you want to pay him. You pay him because the franchise needs a guy. But it just seemed like Jaden is in that sophomore slump, and then obviously the injuries help, but I mean, defense wasn't overly great last year, but the defense is.
Don't start.
Yeah. It's just, he just in that soft. I mean, we see with C.J. Stroud, we see. That's why you got to see guys. That's why you.
Jaden is going to be cool.
But this is why I don't crown people immediately. You got to see it more. Before I say I got to see it more than once. Jaden Daniels had a phenomenal rookie year, arguably the best we ever seen. Okay.
Not arguably. Great. It just was.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now what? What happens now? And he's just not seeing the field like he was last year. He got it.
You just referred to Pro Football Focus as much as you hate stats, but you're giving me greens and blues and all this.
I like Pro Football Focus, actually.
Okay. Well, right now they have Jaden Daniels.
The colors make it easy for a kid.
Yeah, it's great.
That's a good point.
It's a legit great
the blue
game.
and the green. Yeah. Well,
it's not really stats. They give you a grade. That's why I like it. Not
so
for
Pro
stats.
Football Focus has Jaden Daniels ranked right now 9th overall among quarterbacks. That's still pretty good. So
You watch,
But yeah,
Right
the more
now-
games you play, Skip, the worse you can drop down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably only got like 3 games or something. like that.
you said something.
not hard to be
always,
ninth.
You
You only
always
played
had
3
something.
games.
What does your eyeballs tell you?
I do the eye test.
What does
Yep.
the eye test tell you?
That he
Does
has-
it say he's 9th? Your eye test tell you he's 9th?
Mine does. I've seen them all. I think without Jake.
9th
yeah.
in the league right now?
Oh, God.
Wait, he's playing the
If I
9th
put
best
him-
at quarterback in
He's
the
at
If
league?
I put him,
5 games.
I mean, just give him a weapon or 2. Terry's been out. I mean,
Like,
you're talking
come
about
on, bro.
Chris Moore. You're talking about
Hey, they came to
Luke
Dallas.
McCaffrey.
They came to Dallas
come on,
without
man.
their top 3 receivers.
Becker's their leading
No,
receiver.
no
Becker,
scary
And
Terry.
it's like me. That's like me saying, "Hey, man, DeMarcus Ware hurt and Vaughn not here. My D tackle. I don't get that fucking leeway, nigga.
Exactly.
My
That's a
grade
lot.
is my grade. Don't matter who my D line is. Like, come on, bro. Wait, fuck all that leeway and this guy's missing it, man. Fuck
It's not
all
like
that.
it's not like he's dropping back and overthrowing people and throwing interceptions. That's what I'm saying.
He's
still-
dropping back and holding the ball and taking off running, and he's on the shelf. It's called a sophomore slump, bro. It's okay.
Okay, he's
Oh,
okay.
my
He's
God.
8
It's okay,
touchdowns
Coach.
to
It's
2
okay.
picks.
Hey,
8 to
would you
2.
talk to your daddy? Chill out. All right, talk to your dad.
Hey,
Wait,
it's
well, this
okay, man.
this kind of gets me into it because now I'm kind of seeing where you're going to go with this. But we've been fighting all week. The boys are on a different page about who the best quarterback in the 24 draft is. Aqib,
It's
Bo
Coach was
Nix,
here the
ride
first
or
day it
die.
started.
Gerald's Drake May, all in. Skip,
worry
Jaden
about
Daniels. So you need to break it. You need to tell the boys.
Tell
Am
him
I
to put
seeing
his
where you're
hands on
leaning
you
right
no more.
now? Because I kind of got a vibe.
Yeah, the best player in the draft is Jaden. Nobody has ever done what he did last year. Now, if we're going to talk about now,
We're talking about right now.
Right now.
2 years.
Currently, right
One
now.
thing-
2 years.
as a quarterback at value, you want a quarterback who can recognize the defense, communicate the defense, and then execute the play. I want a guy with a little bit of mobility. So I take Michael Penix the hell out of there. See you, Michael. You're out of there.
Right?
And durability, we
never
got to take
in- he was
J.J.
never in
McCarthy.
it.
He's gone.
Durability,
So-
we don't take Jaden out of there too.
I'm
with
taking
durability?
Jaden out. I'm taking Jaden out right now.
Thank you.
But I'm with you. Jaden's the best. So with those 3 left, I got Caleb, Drake, and Bo. And to me,
Caleb is in there for
I want a guy that loves football, that's going to represent my franchise for the next 20 years.
Yep.
So you gotta take Caleb.
Bo,
out.
yeah, Caleb's out. Now I got Drake and Bo.
Ooh,
Bo.
it's heating up.
And I'm taking now, I got to go, okay, they all do the things pretty good. They're both athletic, great leaders. They love ball. They learn, study, work their ass off, make plays in critical moments. Love them both. But now I got to go to who's a better passer of the football? And it is not even close. It's Drake May. Not even close.
He's the better passer of the football. Who when game on the line, we talk about wins, right? Who you taking?
You
Drake
know why
May.
the- You know why?
Drake
You
May?
know why the
You're
game?
not taking the best fourth quarter quarterback in the NFL
You know
right
why?
now.
You know why the
Drake
game's on the
May.
line all the time?
Because
he's
they
so
always
shitty
behind.
in 3 quarters.
That's what I'm saying. If you got to shake back, that's like when he was loving Tim Tebow. It's like, oh, Tim Tebow is because he made
Bo
2
Nix
or 3
Tim
plays
Tebow
and-
now.
I do have a lot of
I'm just
respect
saying,
for
like when you
Hey,
playing
Bo,
from behind so
hell,
much.
boy.
I love Bo. I like his. He's a tough son of a bitch, and he not too big for the moment. He will come back. Game's close. I ain't worried about him. I know he's going to compete. But the reason the game's close a lot of times, I mean, they have the number 1 defense in the league now. They got a great offensive line.
So
right?
the defense
Now
does
everything
matter when
around
it comes
Now
to.
it's not.
No, I'm just saying
telling
they do have that.
But
I'm just saying.
I've been part of the number 1 defense in the league with a shitty quarterback, and we wasn't a good team. So that don't. Number 1 defense in the league don't always translate
I didn't
to a
say
best
that.
team.
I said
Just like
Bo's
the
good.
Jets. They had a pretty good defense. Their quarterback shitty, they shitty.
20.
So the quarterback got something to do with the wins.
Well, no, we're not saying we're
I
not
like Bo.
saying
You
Bo is
said
a
Bo. I like
rival.
him.
We
I rest
said
my
I
he
like
ain't
him
as
both.
good as Drake May.
But you
I like
will
Bo.
fight for Bo.
All you Denver
you are
fans,
my case,
I
man.
like Bo Nix. All right, I just like Drake May better. Okay, I like Drake better.
Ain't
Drake
nothing
May
wrong
better
with
than
Bo.
both those,
I
right?
like Bo.
Bo better
But
stay
I-
on
I-
campus.
I-
Drake.
See, I-
It's just a personal opinion, and everybody's gonna say, "Now we know why you got fired, Jake." Well, screw off. I like Jaden first.
Because he would
Drake
take
May
the, 'cause
second.
he would take the better passer of the football than the
Well-
winner. I would take the guy who's the best. Who's the winner?
Drake
out
May
of
is winning.
He's
They
winning.
was trash last
They're like
year.
the best team.
They was garbage last year. His team was garbage.
And they got rid of the coach, got a new coach,
Well,
got a
yeah.
new system, got a new culture, and you see what
You
happens.
guys made it to the
man,
playoffs.
The
I
shit
mean,
was garbage.
You guys made it to the playoffs. How'd Bo play in the playoffs?
Hey, I don't
Was
know.
he
We was
ball
there.
for 36?
We had an extra week of football. Guys got an extra check. Bo came in as a rookie, took his team to the playoffs.
And I'm not trying now you got me trying to rip on Bo. I'm not going to rip on Bo. Bo's had a phenomenal year and a half of football. Better than expected, right?
It's not close.
What?
Who defense is better?
Well, I mean, that's besides the point.
You both say
that don't translate to win.
The Jets got a pretty good defense, right?
You're trying to make
You said like we said Bo is trash. Nobody's saying that.
Yeah.
Bo is a good quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say
you got a good quarterback.
We just got to.
You're trying to make me say
I'm not trying to make you say nothing.
You got a good quarterback and the best. Hey, leave. You got a good quarterback with the best defense. Y'all gonna win games.
Come on, man.
And one of the best players.
Is that not gonna happen?
Okay, wait. Well, let's see. Because I know you.
And one of the best play callers.
I know you're leaning towards Jaden Daniels, but if you had
I'm not leaning. I'm over the edge.
But now he's out. Let's say Bo or Drake May. You have to
not
decide.
out.
How you not
Jaden
out?
Daniels, he's still alive, man. I mean, he's still right.
He'd be good next year, Skip. He'd be all right.
Okay, before I launch, I got a quick point of order to you. You took a shot at me about Tim Tebow. All he did was take over a 1-4 football team.
Kind of like Bo.
Took over a 1-4 team and took it to the division championship and won a playoff game at home against Mike Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger. What?
Was he a great passer to football?
No, but
what did he know how to do?
He got deadly accurate at the end of every game.
Oh my God, that sounds like somebody else. So what did Tebow know how to do? Start with a W, Skip.
Win.
Wait, hold up.
Period.
Hey, y'all know this is recorded, right? Y'all know this is recorded,
He just know
right?
how to win, period, bro.
Let me confirm. This is recorded? Okay.
Yeah.
When I said that a minute ago, Key was like, oh, now we comparing him to Tim Tebow. Now you on his side?
He made a good
switched up real quick.
He made a good ass point.
Hey, the guy that never lost a debate. I like,
man, he made a good ass point.
How'd that go to next year?
He didn't get a chance the next year.
Right.
If Peyton Manning knocked on the door and said, "Can I play?"
Yeah,
and
he
I'd take Peyton Manning over Tim Tebow.
He went to the Jets.
Huh?
He went to the Jets.
Well, they never played him at quarterback.
Then he went to the Patriots. They never play him either.
No, never.
Why?
He never started.
Because he's not a good passer of the football. But once you put him in the game,
He just plays.
Some shit turn on and he win games.
Yeah.
Just like he did in college. He wasn't a good passer of football in college. But what'd he do?
They won.
They won
I think with all three of them, I think number one, I think the Bronco players, they have a strong belief that Bo's going to get it done at the end, and that's important. Right?
That's important, bro.
I think the New England Patriot players have a strong belief that if Drake May is in a situation, fourth quarter, game on the line, all the players are going to be up watching because they believe Drake May is going to make a play.
Okay, but that's to be determined. He
Jaden
hasn't done
is the
enough
same
of
way.
that yet. He hasn't done enough. Drake May. He's just getting started, man.
I'm just saying that has a big help. And then it also comes to who makes the players around him better. That's where I say Jaden takes the cake because Jaden made that team. Everybody played better. I mean, the defense, offense, special teams, they outperformed their play capabilities because of their belief in the quarterback. And that's why I picked Jaden. But all three of them
But he's got to stay in the game.
Here's my point to you.
Hey, you didn't have to jab
Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels last year played all 17 regular season games and all 3 postseason games. If you told me he got hurt 3 times last year, you'd have a point. But he never got hurt last year. And he clearly, inarguably, had the greatest rookie quarterback year in the history of pro football, and it ain't even close. Because the records he set, every record you can set. And you want to talk about winning? So he threw a record 12 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter overtime. That was a rookie record. But 5 of those 12, you want to talk about winning football games? 5 of the 12 came in the final 30 seconds of games. One was a Hail Mary, obviously. But then he finishes 4th in the regular season in QBR. And then he goes in the postseason. They go to Tampa and beat Baker 23-20, and he had a QBR of 78, which is really good. It's like a blue, all right, for your color scheme. And then he goes to Detroit, and they win 45-31, and he has a 91 QBR. And they just kick some ass at Detroit. Not that easy to do. And then against Philly, they didn't have a chance because Philly was buzzsaw, man. They were on a roll, and they were about to destroy Mahomes and company in the Super Bowl. And he has a QBR of 82 in that game. He played very well. So he had the best postseason QBR of any quarterback last year and played 3 games. You can't be better than that. You can't win at a higher level because you know that franchise coach, that 12-5 regular season record was their best in 33 years, in 33 years.
With the team that had the number 2 overall pick because they weren't very good.
They weren't very good the year before. So what's not to love about that? It's just game over. And right now, go look at Pro Football Focus. They rank Bo Nix 18th best quarterback right now, and his QBR is 17th. I know you hate QBR, but he's a middle-of-the-pack performer. That's who he is, playing with a great defense.
Do they got a fourth quarter QBR?
Yeah,
you look at their QBR for just the fourth quarter?
Sure.
Is Bo Nix not number 1 on that?
I don't know.
I guarantee you, I bet you at sushi dinner that he's the best quarterback in the league right now in the fourth quarter.
Okay, he did it against the Giants. I'll give you that.
He did it against everybody.
Yeah.
He don't throw picks in the fourth. Man, hey, man, I rest my case, man. Y'all know who I like. Y'all know who I'm taking. I wouldn't take Jaden because that rookie year, when he didn't get hurt, it was a couple hits in there where I was like, oh, shit. Oh, yeah, he's straight. Oh, shit. Oh, he's straight. And then that's just going to wear on you, and it's going to wear on you.
Yeah.
The National Football League, man.
Hey, Bo Nix goes kamikaze sometimes. He just goes flying up there.
But he always finishes runs on his feet, it seemed like. They touchdowns or he run out of bounds, he finish every time he take off with the ball, he finish it on his feet.
I'm going to knock on wood for you because you're about to jinx him. Man, he's indestructible.
I believe in God, man. We ain't doing no jinx and all that.
You believe in the football gods too, though.
But that's God. I call it the football. That's God saying, all right, let me focus on this football. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a different God or nothing like that. It's one God. But sometimes he focus on football. You know what I'm saying? That's when we call him the football guy. You feel me?
So you're saying the football gods have damned Jaden Daniels. Is that what you're saying?
Nah, he just, you make your bed, you lay in it. You make your bed, you lay in it, bro.
Well, every quarterback makes that same bed. They all run
Every quarterback don't know they don't.
I'm actually glad he hurt his. I need him to. Yeah, the way the team is built right now, the offensive line, the right tackle's a rookie. He's struggling. They have really no running game. They got the 7th rounder, Bill Merritt. You know,
and I'm not sure Tunsil was all that either.
And Zach is getting a little older.
Bad. Last year he had this.
Tunsil good.
I don't get it.
Totally different team.
All right.
But anyway, so he'll be fine though.
All to say that we haven't settled the debate. It's unsettled. Everybody has a different view.
I think it's case closed.
You may be a coach, you may be a Super Bowl winner, but I'm a fantasy football manager, and I'm going to pick Drake May.
All right.
Yeah. As I would pick, if I'm drafting next year, I think I'm going Drake May. I like what he's doing every week. I'm excited about him.
Are you prisoner of moment? Is that what's happening right now?
I think that he's just continued to grow as a player, and he's going to continue to grow as a player. I would rather see a player grow than be a crazy rookie year and then fall off.
Right.
That's how I feel.
That's how I feel too. That's what Bo doing, right?
I agree.
That's exactly what Bo doing.
Bo is my current quarterback on my fantasy team.
Is you in first place?
No, I bench him half the time.
Oh, well, shit. That's probably why you ain't in first place. That's probably why.
All right, let's look at the Falcons game because the Falcons trailed 24-23 with 2 minutes remaining in the game, and we're at the Patriots 48-yard line when the center Ryan snapped the ball on second down before Penix and the other offensive line were ready. All to say this because this kind of lost him the game. Penix was called for intentional grounding after that, which resulted in a loss of 10 yards, and then Penix couldn't hit the receiver for 3rd and 20. So this is what Raheem Morris had to say about all of that.
They did a nice job. They simulated a snap. The ball came early. It was snapped early. Within that snap, that was when we got the intentional grounding. Nice job by those guys. Great situation of football. Great play. They were clapping, simulated our snap, got us to snap the ball, and that's why the ball was snapped early on Mike when he wasn't ready for the snap.
Okay, so, Jay, was he calling out? Was Raheem Morris calling out the Patriots?
You should be calling out the offensive coordinator for having a clap for a snap count. All right?
Okay.
This college shit is driving me crazy. I mean, come on, man. RPOs, bubble screens, hand clap. I mean, go on a silent count like everybody else does for the last 25 years when you're on the road.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, right? There's 2 or 3 different of them. It's not that hard. And Raheem, he's my guy. I shared an office with him for 7 years. He worked for me for a year. He's my guy. But come on. Lose the clap is my point.
Okay.
And that's something you talk to the league about after the game. You send the official report, hey, they simulated a count. Oh, you're right. You know how many times I did that? We played the Cowboys one year, and I wrote up all my complaints about the referees. I send it in, and I get them back, and I'm like, I was right. That's like 250 yards offense. Well, what can I do about it? Can't go to the media and say, hey, that referee was wrong on 3rd and 8. We should have got a first down. You look like a little, you know what? You know what I mean? A little bitch. I know Raheem's not a bitch, but
I think he was just defending Penix in that situation. He
the center snapped.
Defending the center. He ain't wanted to make it seem like, damn.
It was a clap.
It's a key moment of the game and my guys can't handle it. You want to let them know why it happened. So it ain't like
I know this guy. I know this guy.
He ain't asking for nothing back.
If he was playing against a quarterback to clap, I know this something, but you figure out a way to clap, do something shitty. You know what I mean?
I personally don't think that he called him out. You Rod. I'm with Rod like this, like you are. Rod is as straightforward as they get. Mm-hmm. He gonna say how you feel, and he just gonna. But Rod is also a player's coach. He gonna go to player. He gonna ask him, hey, this and this, how you feel, whatever. I think Rod was just saying what he was told. If you go look at the interviews, the center said, I heard a clap, so I snapped it. But if you go look at the play clock, it was running down.
Yeah.
But if you go look at the all 22, nobody was clapping. So I think the center in the heat of the moment was like, well, I thought I heard a clap, so this and this. And Rod, he hadn't went to the all 22. This was right after the game. He probably went, my guy said this. Instead of saying my guy said this, he just said what they said. I don't think Rod was like, oh, well, they cheating or none of this. He just, this is what they told me. So he just went out there and said, they simulated this. He probably Ryan looked at the all 22 to even confirm it. He asked what happened. Well, I thought I heard a clap, so I snapped it. Okay, boom. When they asked, that's what he said.
He gave the Patriots credit. I mean,
and he gave them credit. He said they did a good job.
If I wanted to get my safety attention, I could, I could do that all I want. There's no rules against that. If he think it's a clap for the snap, that's on him. Ross said, great job by them guys.
Yeah, great situational football.
Hey, they did it. Great situational football. They did it right when they needed to do it. He gave them credit.
We watched Belichick on field goals, field goal block. They started a shift. So they would be lined one way, and then the whole line would just switch hands real fast and get the offense to jump.
Yeah.
They did that shit on the goal line. 3rd and 1 at the 1, 4th and 1 at the 1. Defensive line would line up in like a 5-3 and then shift to a 6-2. Like fast.
And it's just moving lateral.
That's just trying to get somebody to just jump.
I made a whole big point of that in my meeting before the game, right? Goal line. Do not jump off sides at the goal line, right? We're going over goal line offense, and we used Pecco as a defensive lineman to be our fullback. He wasn't in the meeting. And sure enough, they shifted, and there goes Pecco. False start. I'm like, God damn it.
Big ooze. Yeah, Pecco cool, man.
So to Ra's credit, today he did say that was just me being angry, and he said, I don't want to make this into Snapgate, but I probably already did. Okay, so you guys know him well. I don't know him, but I've always liked him from a distance and from what all you've told me about him, because you just believe in him as a human being. And so I'm not being critical. I'm just saying that it never helps a coach to make it just comes across after a game like that as an excuse. There's no good that can come of it. It just looks like it's beneath you. You lost because your kicker missed an extra point with 4 minutes left in the game. Yep. That's what happened. You lost 24-23 because he missed the freaking extra point. That's what happened. And on that play, I'm with you about Penix. I just don't love him, and he gets an intentional grounding because the snap's wild and late and all the It was a disastrous finish to the game. So you just got to swallow it because it doesn't play well for you to make an excuse. Well, they cheated. That's what it comes across. They cheated us. They faked us out with the fake snap count, fake clap. Just leave it be. And I think he'll learn. Just let it lay because it doesn't get you anywhere. And I know he's under some pressure because they have ridden the craziest roller coaster of any team in the league. They're the most mysterious team in the league because I don't know what you're going to get from them from week to week because remember they lose at home to Tampa on a missed field goal at the end of the game. No shame there than the opener. Then they go to Minnesota and it's against JJ coming off his hot big opening performance and they just crush him. It's 22-6 and Penix played well in that game. Then they go to Carolina and lose 30-0 to Carolina. 30-0, and then the other they beat Buffalo at home on that big night game.
Yep.
That was a huge win. Felt like a franchise win. Where you've come back, you've re-arrived, and then Miami goes to Atlanta and wins 34-10. What are you doing, man? 34-10. Well, it may be because the quarterback's riding the young quarterback.
And they didn't have that baller, Drake London either. You say what you want about weapons and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Drake London is a monster. And
No, he is.
They didn't have him against Miami.
Yeah, but Bijan has been up and down. He's averaging 74 rush yards and 58 yards catching, which is, if you add them up, it's pretty good. But you want him to average 100 rushing, right? Don't you think he's capable? And he'll have some games where he has 5 carries for 22 yards. You know, what happened? Fall behind. He doesn't get the football. I don't know. They're the weirdest team, and I'm sure Raheem is feeling some pressure to live up to what they keep. They flash at Minnesota and against Buffalo. They flash, good team. Like hey, well, you could be that good, and then you lose at Carolina that badly, and at home to Miami that badly. That's when we'd all written off Miami as dumpster fire, right? And you lose 34 to 10.
Me on Miami. I said, damn, Miami. They played good. Then they got their ass.
Came out of nowhere.
Then they went back to regular plan.
That was a flash in the pan.
Hey, it's the NFL for you.
Oh, God. Terrible.
All right. Okay, well, let's talk about the Browns and Stefanski, because he seems to be in the news a lot lately. But this time, so for the second consecutive year, Browns head coach has handed over play calling responsibilities over to his offensive coordinator, Tommy Rees, and he will take over those responsibilities moving forward for the Browns. So, Jay, how surprised are you that Stefanski gave up his play calling duties again?
He probably got tired of going to every interview and asking questions about Shedeur Sanders. So he's like, he just called plays. I'll just do the interviews. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I do not understand.
I don't put a lot. I gave up my play calling. I was in the middle of a game, and we lost Alex Smith the week before. Then we lost Colt McCoy, broke his leg. And then when Colt McCoy broke his leg, we had to go to Mark Sanchez. I took my headset off, gave it to Kevin O'Connell, said, you call plays. Of course, the first play call was a 90-yard touchdown. I said, you're the best play caller I've ever seen.
Yeah.
After that, we didn't do shit. But anyway, I think a lot of times the head coach, though, the preparation needed to come up with a game plan and call plays effectively can become overwhelming, especially with all the pressure on you. And if you have confidence in your offensive coordinator, if you're on the same page, technically it's like the same person calling plays because you're actively involved in a game plan. A lot of it's situational football, red zone, third down, short yardage, first down shots, you know what I mean? So you're still active in the game plan. You're just letting them have the headset and talk to the quarterback. And maybe that is a calming feeling for the quarterback to talk to the coordinator. Maybe they'll be on the same page a little bit more. And maybe Stefanski just wants to take a step back, take the headset off, put the headset on, chew some gum like some of these other coaches do,
Man, Stefanski's just trying to buy a few more weeks.
Save his job.
Hey, he's trying to buy a few more weeks.
I don't think that'll have an impact regardless if he gives up the play calling or not.
I ain't saying he's trying to save his job. I think his job pretty much gone. I think his time is up in Cleveland. But I think he's just trying to buy a few more weeks just to say, all right, well, Dylan is good. It ain't Dylan, it's me. Let me let somebody else call the plays. And that's just going to give him a few more weeks so he can see what Dylan do with this coordinator. And it's bullshit, man. We know what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? That's not the change that the whole Ohio want to see.
Hurt.
That's not the change that Ohio want to see. They don't got no problem with the play caller. They got a problem with the one executing the plays. So, hey man, it is what it is. It's smoke and mirrors to me. It's some bullshit. Hey.
I've had a skill.
All right. All I know is that Dylan Gabriel is not the answer. And Shedeur Sanders will be if he gets an opportunity. So what's happening right now is I look at Dylan Gabriel's stats, 59% completion, 171 yards passing per game, which is bottom of the barrel. This is even worse, 4.9 yards per attempt, bottom of the barrel. 4 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, which he had none, and then last game he had a couple. His QBR is second worst to only Cam Ward, 27 to 24. Pro Football Focus ranks him the worst quarterback by far in pro football. So I've seen enough, and yet Stefanski knows that over his dead body as the head coach will Shedeur get an opportunity. So he's saying, well, I'll switch up to Tommy Rees. And I've always liked Tommy Rees because he coordinated at Notre Dame and then he coordinated for a year at Alabama. And I think he could be pretty good. But Stefanski is saying he's seeing the writing on the wall. it's not going to get any better with Dylan Gabriel. Stefanski knows Dylan Gabriel ain't it. So now if Stefanski keeps calling plays, it'll just look worse and worse for Stefanski. So he is shifting the blame. He's saying to Tommy Rees, well, you sit on the hot seat. You call him, and then I can say, well, don't look at me. It's his fault. Look, we're going nowhere slowly because of his play calling and not me. So he's just, it's a last gasp. I agree with you. His time is up, and he probably knows it, but it's the second year he's shifted blame by saying, no, I'll let somebody, it was Ken Dorsey last year, and then Ken Dorsey got fired at the end of the year, and Stefanski survived. So he's hoping this will be another shrewd move to save his job. And I'm with Aqib. I don't think you can save his job at this point.
No, and if you're going to make a move, if you're going to start fresh, start fresh. Like, if you're going to put a new coordinator in there, partner him with Shedeur. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to put a new play call in, let his first play calling duties be 2 weeks sitting down with this other quarterback. Like, let it be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people have been saying, well, Stefanski is play calling. We've seen what Joe Flacco is with the Bengals and all that. Yeah, but he also throwing to some dynamic wide receivers too. And he still turned the ball over. So if you're going to put in a new play caller, you might as well just put in a new quarterback too. Like, see what you got.
I just don't know what you got. Dylan 1-3. Flacco went 1-3. Take him out. Dylan go 1-3. Like, what are we waiting for? It's
now it's a trial at this point. If you making moves, if you're not gonna make a move and you gonna keep calling the plays, and Dylan is gonna still be in there, then okay, do that. But if you moving stuff around, just move stuff around. Like, I mean,
I don't get it.
You got to lose at this point. It's over with.
I don't understand it.
I don't know. Maybe he just
Didn't he hurt his back in pregame warm-up or something?
That's what they said.
He said he wasn't hurt. He said he was straight. So, hey, I saw you.
About his knee, his back, all these things. But then he's going to Colorado. He says he's good.
Maybe
he said he's good.
Maybe he's saying, like, maybe Dylan ain't hearing what I'm saying, or my play calling ain't it. Let's make it simple. He came from college. Maybe he need more of a system like that. I don't know.
He's just trying to get a few more weeks in. Like, all right, we made a change. Let's see how Dylan look with this guy. It's just, what's the point of drafting Shedeur if you're gonna do him like this? I don't get it.
What's the point in drafting Dylan if you're gonna do him like that?
Like what?
Like let him only play 3 games and then
he played 4 games.
Oh, 4?
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. You get you a nice 4 games in. You ain't the answer, bro.
Drake made it look very good 4 games last year. I'm telling you that.
I'm okay if you're gonna keep Dylan as a starter. You drafted him
a first round pick,
your guy.
3rd round pick.
But I'm saying if you drafted him to be your guy, don't bow out and say, "Oh, I'm gonna let him call the play."
They ain't drafting to be the guy. Bro, you don't got your quarterback. If you got a 1st round pick like Drake made, then all right, we let you stay. If you a 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, bro, you get about 4 games. If you make a difference, you make a difference. If you don't, you get your ass out. That's how it's always been, Jay. You know that? You see how Gruden, man, you've been around enough.
If
you did it yourself.
I'm not arguing. I agree. I would like to see Shedeur myself. However, there is another quarterback involved here, and only playing 4 games is really unfair to the kid to be bashing him to throw in a 5th rounder right away after only 4 games.
Well, he's a 3rd rounder.
Running game's not very good.
My thing is Stefanski, don't bow out. What? You pick the dude. You
running game is good. Out.
Yeah, that's true.
Or at this point, let him just go out. Like,
I'm just saying,
everybody wants it.
If you're going to put Shedeur in, that's fine. But if you're going to keep Dylan, like the thing is, they're not handling it well, period. If you saying Stefanski is saying Dylan is my guy, we've said that. Don't bow out on him. Like if you wanted him to be your guy, you ride the ship with him and y'all keep calling the play. I'm going to leave Dylan in, but I'm going to let him call the plays. Don't leave him out there by himself. If you going to go out, take your man with you. Like, if y'all, this is who you wanted.
Yeah.
Don't put it on somebody else. No, you stick with your guy. Like, I don't like that. If you going to switch it up, switch it all the way up.
If it was even close to being okay, then you leave him in there, though, bro. It's trash. It's beyond trash. You know what I'm saying? It's scary. You don't look comfortable at all, bro.
It's not the end of the world, I'm telling you. He's going to have a long career ahead of him. It's not that important for him to play week 9 in his first year when he hasn't had a lot of reps. You're going to say, that's bullshit. He can play. You guys don't know what it takes to call play in the huddle and recognize the defense and look at the front, handle the blitzes. They're going to blitz the shit out of Shedeur because they know he can't run very good. So he's got to know the blitz pickups. He got to know. That's hard to do. It's hard. So it's not the end of the world if he doesn't play this year. He gets another offseason under his belt, compete his ass off, start next year. Everybody can talk about the greatness of Shedeur Sanders. It doesn't have to happen week 10 of the regular season in his first year when he's been taking no reps throughout the year.
So why not just leave Flacco in the whole year?
Like I really say, they want to look at I think it's smart what they did. They want to look at the third rounder. Give him some time. If he's not the guy, next year we know we can go to Shedeur with an entire offseason and plan around him and make sure he gets the necessary reps.
That's
you guys
bullshit.
don't understand out there how hard it is to play quarterback.
Well, we see with Dylan Gabriel, he makes it look
Exactly
very
right.
fucking hard.
There's a lot of quarterbacks out there.
He makes it
struggling.
look extremely
Tyler
hard.
Shucks, I mean, there's a lot of people struggling right now at the quarter. If you look at the NFL
Cam
right
Ward's
now,
struggling.
Cam Ward's having a hell of a time. It's hard as a rookie. That's why we talked about Jay. That's exceptional. And CJ and some of these guys, and even Bo. I mean, it's
But I mean, why is the treatment different though? Your first round pick, you do him like Cam Ward, bro. You go through his struggles. Peyton Manning, you let him go through his struggles.
Is,
but I ain't seen no other third round
they
picks get
started
this kind
in
of lead.
training camp and OTAs where he was a starter, getting every rep, calling every play.
Understand that.
But learning from his mistakes.
I haven't seen
Shedeur
another
has
third
nothing
round
on
pick
tape.
get this kind of leash. Usually it's, hey, I've been a part of it. Byron
Only 4
Leftwich, he was
games.
bad. We took him out. We went with throw the next quarterback in. As soon as he was bad, he get 4 games. Oh, it's bad. Let's get the next.
I'm not
see who's gonna give us a spark.
I'm not
just wanted
disagreeing with
Shedeur
you.
to get
I'm not
traded.
disagreeing with you. Dylan has not looked good. I agree with you
At all.
I agree, but I'm just
And
saying.
he's not a first round
If
pick.
I
You
was
agree with
close
that
to
too, right?
Shedeur, which I don't know Shedeur, I know all you guys do, I would not be that upset if they don't just throw him in the fire right now. I'd be like, just chill out this year. Let's see, finish the season, make sure your back is healthy or whatever the hell he did, and then come in the offseason with the year under your belt. Hopefully they have the same offense because they have to change offenses. That's a pain in the ass. And then he can hit this ground running next year and have a hell of a year.
I'm good with Stefanski sticking with Gabriel as long as you stick with him as well. You sticking with Gabriel as the guy and then saying put that on somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like I'm good with Shedeur not playing because it gives you a year under your belt. We've seen first rounders don't play their rookie year. Give him a year under his belt. Let him learn. Let him watch all the mistakes that dude is making, that other guy made, and he's got the pedigree to be a starter.
And don't nobody get
in
better
this
like
league.
that, man.
I mean, he got the pedigree to be a starter in this league.
I could sit on the bench and watch this DB fuck up as many times. Oh, yep. Oh, I know what he did. He should have been thinking post. Oh, cover 4. He should have been doing it. It don't matter. I'm gonna get better when I get my ass out there and actually get game ready to get better.
There is truth to that. However, at the quarterback position, it's been well documented. There has been very good quarterbacks who had that first year learning under a veteran, right? Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett
Jordan
Favre.
Love.
And it's been well
Jordan Love
documented
sat behind
that
him.
it's been well documented.
Steve Young sat behind Joe.
You want him to go into this dumpster fire with where he's at right now.
I do.
And what happens if? What happens?
Who cares?
This is
Yeah.
all if
Oh,
he's
well.
not. I mean,
Oh, well.
we want to see him be successful.
We want to
Everybody
see him with a
to be
good
successful,
defense
right?
and a good run game. But there it is, right
do
there.
they
And the
have-
bar's already on the
Even playing
floor.
field.
That's what I'm saying.
The bar's
So
on
if
the floor.
he's
He
not
could do a little
successful-
better.
If he's not successful, then what?
Yeah.
Then,
he will
well.
be successful. I mean, he just will.
We don't know that though.
At
Well,
least we
what
can
happens
all
if we
stop
don't?
talking about it.
What happens
You also
if-
knew the Cowboys were going to the Super Bowl. So let's just talk about.
Nobody said that. Nobody
What?
said that. The playoffs, but no
Oh well, it don't get no worse. It don't get no worse than you 2-6 right now. Hey, what are we doing?
Coach,
You know what
I'm just saying.
Let's give us a spark. I just want to try to win
I'm
the
not
game.
coming
It's
out.
like
I'm not a
they tanking
Shedeur hater.
right
I
now.
want
Like, what the
Shedeur
fuck
to
we
do well
tanking
too,
for?
but I just think that everybody who's saying just throw him in the fire right now, I think might be a mistake. I don't think
It wasn't a mistake with Dylan Gabriel though. We threw him in the fire. Why is it? That wasn't a mistake, but it's a mistake if we throw Shedeur in. Like what are we talking about?
And look
Maybe
at how
you're right.
look at how Dylan
Throw him
is
in there.
getting trash.
All right, so yeah, so what is it? Shit, move on to the
saying,
next
if
guy.
he
It's the
get-
pro.
you throw him in
Bro,
there
we
and
not
he
putting
get
no
trash,
pampers on these
then what?
boys, bro. We grown. Once you enter the National Football League, bro, you amongst them 2,000 guys. Ain't no fucking pampers and no. Just treat him this nigga. Fuck that.
quarterback's different, man.
Fuck
Then
that, bro.
once
Put his
you throw
ass
him in,
in.
if you throw him in and
Quarterback
he ain't
is different.
successful, then what?
Quarterback is different than playing corner.
Well, we all saw but you act like I
It's
just
different.
like I got blinders on or something. I see
I'll tell you what,
quarterbacks do it too.
I'll come give you a play sheet tomorrow. You learn it in one day.
I
then
don't
call the
need to
plays
learn it. I
in
don't
a
need to
game,
learn that shit.
And make sure you get the mic points right.
If
And
we
if the
throw
safety
him in,
rolls down,
if
make
we
sure you
throw
change
him
the
But
in,
mic.
if I came in the
Double
league,
A's,
if I
make sure
came
you
in the
get
league as a
protection.
quarterback, whether I'm a rookie or a
just telling
second
you,
year
it's
or
hard.
third year, I have to know that shit.
So
You know why?
Just like Dylan Gabriel. So
but
Dylan
you know-
Gabriel could know it, but
you know why
but
it's
Shedeur
different?
can't know it, right?
You know why it's
It's hard.
different?
All right, but Dylan Gabriel doing it, right? Well, why Shador can't do it?
But let me tell
They
you
hard
why,
for him?
Keith,
He
let
hasn't
me
done
tell
it
you
in
why it's
practice.
different.
That's bullshit.
Because look at the conversations we're having over this 5th-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're so Dylan Gabriel.
Because that's where it started, bro. He's not even a 5th-round pick in my book, bro. That's where it
don't
started.
matter. He got picked in the
That's where
5th
it started.
round. That's where he's
All
at.
right, well, that's
so
bullshit.
Dylan Gabriel is not playing well. It ain't national news. If Shador Sanders doesn't play well, it's national news. It's going to be everywhere. It's
Are
going to
you
blow it up.
predicting
Why?
that?
Not why.
You're predicting he's going to play poorly?
That's not what
But
I
why
said.
though?
I'm
Because they
saying
know he's not a-
if he
he's
does
not your
play
ordinary
bad,
5th round pick.
If he does play bad, it's going to be hell to deal with. So why not put him in the best position?
Bro, he's not
to
your
see if he
regular
can be
5th round pick,
successful?
bro. You're not ranked the top quarterback all through the season, have a pretty damn good season, and then just fall to the 5th round. It's not fishy to you, G. That's like that gotta be fishy to you, G.
It's not.
Come on, bro. How is it not, though?
Being a 5th round pick, I never thought he was a 5th round pick, but I never thought he was a 1st round pick.
But so you thought he was a 5th round pick, though?
Never.
You thought he was at least going early 2nd, right?
At least 2nd.
All
At
right,
least 2nd round, not 5th.
Come on, bro. It's clear as day that it's some bullshit going on why he went in the 5th. And it's clear as day that it's still some bullshit going on with him. So, come on, bro. What we doing here, man?
Yeah. So, Coach, I completely appreciate what you say about playing quarterback because it's the hardest position to play in any sport, and especially at this level. But this kid is special, and he just has a feel for playing a position. And you've seen young quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels, who just had a feel for how to play the position. Maybe he runs too much. Maybe he'll figure that part out. But it worked last year at the highest level. And if Shador gets the opportunity, he'll just make it work. Despite all the things you say, they'll blitz the hell out of him. This is going to happen. It's going to be going so fast, he'll slow it down in his head because he's played that position his whole life to be this. His father raised him that way. And you said he doesn't run well. He's underrated with his legs. He doesn't have Deion's legs, obviously, but he can hurt you with his legs because they call plays for him at Colorado. They call quarterback draws. They call some read option, some zone read. So I just think if you give him a chance with that run game and this defense, it'll start to pop. And if he had been the starter from day one, I guarantee you Cleveland would be the talk of the league right now.
Yep.
They would be because they would have won some games that you didn't expect them to win. They would be the surprise team of the National Football League.
Okay, so my question is, you believe that you're putting him in an offense where the head coach and coordinator don't even believe in what he calls.
That's,
so he
that's
put it
the
on
problem.
somebody else.
Yeah.
You wouldn't rather him start fresh with an offense that
Hell
he
no.
can work through this entire time and start his NFL career like that?
Nope,
Instead of
Dak
getting
ain't
thrown
start
in
fresh.
this?
Russell Wilson ain't
Instead
start
of
fresh.
getting thrown in
Purdy
this?
ain't start fresh.
Why are we talking about Quinn Ewers? He went to Texas, won a shit ton of games. He's a backup. Nobody calling about Quinn Ewers. How about Will Howard won a national championship at Ohio State, went in the 7th round? Nobody's crying about him.
Because
he's
they
not
weren't
starting.
projected 1st round picks.
What?
They weren't projected 1st
They
round
won
picks.
national championships, won more games than anybody in the history of football at their school.
Well, they weren't
Nobody
projected
crying
first
about
round picks.
Will Howard. I
But
think you should be.
the projection is cool, man. Like,
projections ain't
a lot of
Maybe
people
Quinn
get
Ewers should
projected
be
in.
playing.
A lot
He
of
should be
people
playing,
get.
too.
A lot of people get.
You good now?
projected in.
Quinn Ewers should be playing. Tua need to sit his ass down. Quinn Ewers should be playing. But matter of fact, Tua, the offense is, man.
There's no rushes. My point is
Tua's
this.
not looking nearly like Dylan Gabriel is.
I appreciate your passion for Shador because I know everybody loves him. I appreciate it. But there is no rush to just throw him in there right now. There's no rush. Just take a deep breath.
What's the rush? So you rush him out there and he don't have success, and then
No,
you're trying to win games.
No.
We play to win football games. That's what we're trying to do here. You know what I'm saying? We trying to win games, right? Before we get 2-10, let's try to win a game. We got a good run game. We got a defense. Let's try to fucking win a game. What we doing?
But you throwing them in a mess.
That's what's the mess. The mess is he's the mess.
Kevin's the fastest.
All of it is a mess.
The run game ain't a mess. The defense ain't a mess.
Okay, so the run
what we
game's
talking
not
about?
a mess, the defense not a mess, but now you got a play caller who don't believe in himself, so he put it on somebody else. And now we gonna say, this guy, just throw him in that.
Let me ask
Instead
you-
of
can
giving
I ask you this real
him a
quick?
playbook for him.
Y'all said Kevin Stefanski's job is on the line, right?
Yeah.
What would save it? If he threw Shador in there and they won their last 5 games, he would keep his job and everything would be hunky-dory.
Now he'll
So-
still be fired because
I
you
ain't
should have
gonna
did this
fire-
from the jump.
Okay, there
Why you
you
ain't
go.
do this from the jump with your hating ass? You got a personal
Who's he
vendetta
hating?
against him. Get the fuck on. He should have been playing.
Agreed.
So get the fuck on, bro, because you got a personal vendetta. That's why he wasn't playing. Now look at him. He done won his last 5. Get the fuck on. No matter what, Stefanski got to go, bro.
Never heard the personal vendetta. I don't know where'd that come from.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't either. Maybe it's because they got maybe he tied in with Dylan Gabriel because they all got the same agent and shit. He just got them personal ties to Dylan. That's what Stefanski got. He got personal ties to Dylan, huh?
We just making stuff up.
I ain't making nothing up, nigga. Do the research, nigga. What you talking about? What I'm making up, they got the same agent, they represented by the same guys and all that shit. Do the research, bro.
He got a personal vendetta against him. We just making that up.
Hey,
he said that. He said that.
No, but the league did. The league has
What did the league say?
Well, my brain did. It's clear as fucking day. I ain't retarded, nigga. What you talking about?
That's something.
What you mean? I ain't dumb.
Y'all making this up. Y'all just making stuff up.
I'm
Y'all just making stuff up. They got a personal vendetta against him.
I bet you if you do the research, I bet you Dylan Gabriel and Stefanski represented by the same agent. I bet you they locked in like that.
And he got drafted there.
I bet you they locked in like that.
What about the other 31? The whole league got a personal vendetta against him?
Because they didn't like the way he interviewed at the combine.
He's the first person I interview well. That's what we saying. He's the first person I interview well.
Okay, they didn't like the way he carried himself. They didn't like the way...
Let's be clear. I think he's far better than 5th round. Far better than 5th round. But it's been a conspiracy that the NFL is out to get him this one person.
No,
the NFL's out to get him this one person.
It ain't just this one person.
The NFL's about making money.
All right. It ain't just
making
one
money.
Person. The NFL been out to get a whole lot of people.
Yep.
That's why they put. That's why I ain't all decade. Why I ain't all decade? Huh?
It's a first-round pick.
I got better numbers than everybody on all decade. Why ain't all decade? Because the NFL just put me on the back burner.
And you,
it don't matter. They put me on the back burner. So they have to get me too.
You said you did all that stuff. You said you did all that stuff before the draft.
They ain't out to get the Grudens at all. They're not out to get the Grudens at all.
They out to get y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
They done got it.
Can't even say monkey.
So what did he do? What did he do?
It's about his father.
What the heck does dad do besides be the greatest athlete of all time?
Let me talk. It's because all those coaches out there feared that if you draft Shedeur, that pretty soon the owner's going to say, you know what? I want his father to coach him because his father's coached him since he was in Pee Wee football.
You know, I call bullshit on that.
I don't call bullshit on that.
No, I don't.
If Shedeur's so good, we're going to go 13-3.
Because they were scared his dad was going to take their job.
You think Sean McVay was scared? You think Kevin O'Connell would be scared that Deion Sanders take his job?
From coach to coach, I think they would be scared.
Hell.
Yeah, come on.
I think Stefanski's scared.
Here's the point. Mel Kiper's been doing this a long time, and you can laugh if you want to, but he is as plugged in as anybody I've ever known because I've been doing this a long time, and I know him well, and he talks to everybody. And Mel Kiper ranked before the draft Shedeur Sanders above Cam Ward on his final board, above Cam Ward. And silly me, I thought Tennessee would take him with the first overall pick because he's that good. And Mel thinks he's that good. Go ask him. And that night, when he fell just through the first round, Mel threw a fit on air in a way that I've never seen him. He lost his temper on air at the NFL for what you're talking about.
Yep.
It's a conspiracy where they've all just said no to Shedeur. And then he falls through the 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, into the 5th round. And there's one wacky sort of Jerry Jones wannabe owner, and it's Jimmy Haslam in Cleveland. And he's the only one who told his people, I don't care what you think, because Stefanski said no. And I don't care what the GM says. I want him because Jimmy Haslam took Deion and Shedeur to dinner before the draft, and he liked the hell out of both of them.
Didn't he say that was the GM's pick?
He did, but you got to say that.
He said the GM picked him.
He just tried to make it look.
He said that was his pick.
No, it was the Jimmy Haslam pick.
He said the GM picked him.
There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff coming out here that I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of conspiracies about Shedeur. But 60% of the chat says enough is enough, play Shedeur. We know the people want Shedeur to play. That is something that we do.
I would love to see him play. I'm just saying it's not the end of the world if he doesn't this year, okay? That's all I'm saying. I would love to see him jump out there and play.
What I was kind of hoping for? I was hoping that right at the trade deadline we'd hear he was going somewhere else.
I thought so. I wanted that too. Yeah. I wanted that too.
Somebody just pick him up and say, we like him and we're going to play him.
Well, the trade deadline is officially over. The clock hit 4 p.m., and so no more big moves. But the Chargers added offensive tackle Trevor Penning to replace the injured Joe Alt. But I do want to revisit the Jets quickly. They were the headliner of the day. Jets part ways with Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams, but keep Breece Hall. So many people thought that he was going to be on the move. So the Jets now have 5 first-round picks over the next 2 seasons. Jay, what do we make of the Jets tearing it down?
It's tough, when you're a player. He knows when you're a coach. If you're coaching, you're pouring your heart and soul into this business. And you're waking up at 3:30 in the morning, coming up with game plans. You're defensive coordinator, and I got Quinn, I got Sauce, and hey, by the way, they're gone. You know what I mean? It's hard. Injuries are one thing, but when they start trading players away, you're counting on a week-to-week basis, and players are counting on them being next to you on a game-to-game. It's hard, but it is a business, and I don't know why you would trade a 27-year-old Quinnen Williams. He's there's not many guys like him. They're hard to find in the NFL nowadays. Yep. You look at some of the 3 techniques playing right now. It's hard to find.
Not very many.
There's not very many of them.
He's one of them.
And Sauce, maybe I can understand they got 2 first rounds. I can understand that. Maybe they have a young corner in the building that they really like. But it's just hard for me to understand. I know you're building for the future, but it's hard to replace Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. It's hard. You don't replace blue-type players with a 28th pick in the draft unless you get really lucky.
Yeah.
And a defensive head coach. I don't know where they headed, but it's the Jets, so whatever.
I mean,
it can't get worse than 1-7 or.
You trade them because if I got Quinnen Williams and I got Sauce, I expect my defense to be top 10, right? I expect us to be pretty successful on defense, right? They trash. They not.
They're 20.
They 20. You know what I'm saying? So shit. I might as well. Maybe it's my system. Maybe I don't know. But if y'all not doing what I'm paying y'all to do, shit, let me get something for y'all. Start it over. Let me draft another D tackle in another corner because it's evidently right now it's not working out. They can't stop the run with Quinnen Williams. Get something for him. They can't stop the pass with Sauce. Get something for him.
So we've seen that defense with them guys be top 5.
But they're not top 5 right now.
So you just throw them. I don't know.
They're not top 5 right now.
And he was the highest paid corner in the league. They ought to free up some money.
I mean, they're not top 5 right now.
To do what with it?
Hopefully build the rest of the team because it ain't working.
Well, all that don't matter if you don't get a guy that can do this.
Yeah, but maybe with those first-round draft picks,
can still be
you
good
get that
without no
guy,
quarterback.
you build
I'm
the other guys.
They were for a long time. That's why they thought when they got Aaron Rodgers, they was going to be it because they had a top 5 defense.
Well, yeah,
and
but they
see
not
how
right
that
now.
went. So
now it's time. Hey, sometimes you gotta know when to get off when to get off of it, bro. It's you're trying to keep this same defense. It ain't
now
doing
you have
right now.
Now they have so many holes to fill. You lose your 3 technique. Now you lose your corner. Now we got to go draft a corner. We got to go draft a 3 technique. We got to go find a free agent. Oh shit, we need a quarterback. Breece Hall, he's questionable. We got to get a running back. We need interior offensive lineman. We like our 2 tackles we've drafted in the first round last couple.
So how do you do that? How do you plug all those holes? Shit, you got to get rid of somebody.
Probably fire a coach another year or 2. Find another quarterback until they get the right quarterback.
They got to do a whole lot of shit. So when it's bad like that, bro, it's bad.
Beat your Bengals?
No, I can believe it. Yeah,
God.
absolutely.
Unbelievable. So here's what kills me about this. If you rank defenses on just yards allowed, which they do in the league, in Sauce's and Quinnen's years together, they ranked in the league 3rd, 4th, 3rd, and 3rd. Okay, in yards allowed. That's a top 3-4 defense in the league, and they just gave away to me because you can't find them. To your point, you just can't find them. You can't find him growing on some Southern California palm tree. They just don't. You can't find you, and Quinnen may not quite be you, but he's pretty good, man. Good. Okay, so they just said, we'll just junk our top 3-4 defense, right? You had that. You can hang your hat on that. You have a new defensive head coach, and remember Hard Knocks that year before when Aaron joined, and they're saying we got the GOAT, man. I'm going, what GOAT? You got Tom Brady? You didn't get it, But the point was they got Aaron Rodgers, and they thought this is it. And of course he tears his Achilles on whatever it was like the 3rd play of the year, But the problem has been they just can't score except against the Bengals when they scored 39 points and won 39-38.
I think I could score 38 on the Bengals.
Well, this is not that defense, though, Skip. This
what I'm saying.
I ain't saying I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm not saying it's their fault, but if they was 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then 2nd, I had him for them 4 years. Shit. I didn't get a quarterback. I didn't capitalize on that. Now what? I have him for another 4 years, or I try to rebuild everything. I might have to sacrifice 2 of my good players, and I draft well. I believe in how we draft because I drafted those 2 guys.
Okay, but you drafted Zach Wilson. That's your problem, right?
Yeah, I fucked up on that. So maybe the draft picks I can get a veteran quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit on it too long. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they're not gonna be the number 1, number 2, number 3 defense, and this year they're not. So what better time than to get some?
But you don't need pieces when you building. You got these 2 are guaranteed pieces. You just put other stuff in place.
But if I move these 2 pieces, I can get 10 pieces.
A bunch of maybes.
Yeah, a bunch of maybes.
No, they not maybes.
But they not maybes. But right now, my not maybes got me damn looking trash.
Yeah, but if I'm looking at
points a
that,
game.
if I'm looking at that 20th ranked defense, I'm gonna say I know these 2 I can keep. Rest of y'all are.
But the rest of them not gonna give you 10 pieces coming in.
Yeah, but they're maybes. They just all maybes.
But
what
are your cornerstones doing for you right now? Let me tell you, I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They still are pieces you need to build your team around. Like now we start bringing in people. We got this. We can't hit on the quarterback position. Our running back is pretty solid. Our O-line is in. Yeah. But these 2 pieces, we know we can keep building around them.
Yeah, well, we knew that for when they was 1, 2, 3, and 4. We knew that we could build around them, and we did that. We built a pretty good defense. But now with them same 2 pieces, we damn bottom of the league in defense now. So now instead of sitting on it for 3 more years, why not? Why not try to get some pieces for them? I move these 2 pieces, bring in 12 maybes. Out of the 12 maybes, maybe I hit on 5 of them.
Other than the Cincinnati game, their offense was going 3 and out every time. Their defense was on the field like 10 minutes a quarter.
Tell me about it, Jay. I played defense all my life. I know about it. I know about that shit.
I'm not arguing. I'm just trying to say that maybe that's why their defense isn't as good this year.
Okay, so you think they'll draft another Sauce and another Quinnen like that? Bam, bam?
I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe they get one in free agency.
I think maybe not.
Quinnen was the 3rd pick and Sauce was 5th.
Well, they have a top pick this year. So, I mean, hey, who the top D tackle in football right now?
Buddy from Clemson.
Yeah. Shit, maybe they get Buddy from Clemson. You feel me? That's Quentin Williams right there.
Not necessarily. Every top D tackle get drafted.
That's the issue, though. Everybody says just draft him. Well, instead of keeping Quinnen, you could take that draft pick and draft Buddy from frickin' Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Quinnen and Caleb Downs.
Yeah, you know ain't got no quarterback still. I need a lot of pieces to get to the
You're just going to say something different every time I say something. You know that was a good, that was a good retaliation
right there.
I got it right there.
You just said now you ain't got no quarterback. Yeah, now you ain't got a quarterback or D tackle.
But I got a whole lot of pieces to try to find a quarterback and a D tackle in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Quarterback definitely
it makes sense to me, bro. If my defense is ranked 25th in the league and I can move 2 players and get a bunch of picks and save a bunch of money, come on, bro. It makes sense to me. I get what the Jets doing.
What was the sorriest defense you ever played on in pro football?
Shit, probably one of them Buck defenses.
Yeah. And how'd you feel about that year? Were you into it?
I felt like, please get me out of here.
Thank you.
Right. So Sauce probably feeling real good.
Thinking.
And Quentin Williams probably feeling real good.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Well, he going to Dallas, but he'll love Dallas.
Hey,
they gonna have
the player. It's about the team. We know he wants to get out.
How would you feel?
I'm talking about the player.
How would Raheem feel, right? We're talking about that shitty Buck defense, right?
Yeah.
And somebody says, hey, Raheem gets traded, or Aqib gets traded. Like, well, he's on a 20th ranked defense. He's trash. How good could he be? How good could he be if he's on this shitty defense?
Yeah.
You know how good you were?
I'm not saying the players are shitty. I'm not saying the player. I'm saying the players that they traded are great.
You just looked at your phone and said they're 20th ranked.
Yeah, as total
Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner are trash.
You're right. So I was on that defense. Gerald was on that defense.
So both y'all are
getting it done. Trade us. Get some people in here and try to win the chip. That makes sense to me. Yeah. Trade some good people. They're not getting it done
with the Bucks.
Trade them and
Tom Brady.
You feel me?
They got Tom Brady. They had all the pieces was there, and then they got 12 there. Boom, Super Bowl. What happened?
How important quarterback
The pieces was already in place. Now imagine if they do all that. Vita's not there. JPP not there. They done traded away Levante. Now they, you know what I'm saying? Now, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You bring in Brady with the pieces
Bucks
in
team
place.
And that Jets team, that's not the same category.
There's got to be something about Aaron Glenn's a new coach. He's obviously defensive-minded head coach. Maybe they weren't jiving as far as their future together. Maybe they didn't like some of the, I don't know. There has to be something. I just can't imagine Quentin Williams getting traded, 27-year-old, 3 technique, as good as he is, unless something maybe future contract issue. I don't know.
Did they
Maybe
get
he's
2
injured.
first-round picks for him?
Maybe
Did
he's
they
got a
get him?
bad back that nobody knows about.
2 first-round picks for him?
Didn't they get 1?
2 first-round
No,
picks?
not for Quentin. That was for Saul.
1 and a 2.
Maybe he's got a
1
red.
and a 2 and 2. Hey, man, yeah.
Maybe he's got one of those sore knees or something like
With
that.
Tom,
Maybe them nagging,
Tom tell, man.
bone
Tom
on
tell.
bone type things.
Now, if the Jets come have if them 4 picks turn into damn good players, then hey, man, it's a great play, right? So who knows?
Why don't we go back and Google all the draft picks in the last 5 years from every team in the first 3 rounds and see how good they are? I'll bet there's only about 3 teams that did good in the first.
That
3
is
rounds.
true.
Yeah, it's tough to draft.
That is true. But you give my Cowboys a chance to make this year's playoffs, right?
Well,
This early in the season, team can go on a 7-8.
All right.
Go 7-1 their last 8 games.
And apparently on the headline, Skip, the Jerry Jones won headlines for the trades. So how are you feeling about that?
Wow.
You know how Jerry do.
Jerry know how to be in the headline.
He
Yeah,
wins
true.
every
He always
every
gonna be in
day.
the headlines. That's what Jerry do.
Jerry doing his job. He in the headline.
Jerry
That's what he wanna
openly
do.
said in an interview recently, yeah, I know I made a lot of mistakes. Because he wanted to be in the headline. Jerry don't never admit to making mistakes. He said that, so we'll talk about it. Jerry know how to be in the headline.
Netflix just did a whole documentary about Jerry.
See?
Yeah, a whole, what was it, 10 episodes?
Yeah.
Had a lot to share about Jerry.
Yeah.
So do you have a little hope then for the Cowboys playoffs? Because you said when you started the
Skip on
show,
got no
no.
hope,
You
man.
said none.
Skip on got no hope.
I got 1%.
You seen what he did when he walked in here. He
1%.
spiked that jersey.
I did.
He started the show off by spiking. That don't look like hope, right?
Yeah, I know.
Ah,
and
that
you were
ain't-
loving Dak at the beginning of the year.
You need one of those teams in the West to start a losing streak. Either
Yeah.
Seattle, the Rams, or the 49ers. One of those 3 got to go down.
I don't see
Yeah.
that happening.
And the Bears,
They
you
play
need them
each
to go
other.
down.
And the
and the
Panthers.
Vikings, you need
And
them
the
to go
Panthers.
down.
Panthers
And
are
you-
looking good.
And the Panthers. You just need all this shit to happen, and it's just not going to happen.
It's probably not going to happen, Aqib. I'm just trying to give him hope. All right? Can I just
Ain't no
give a
hope,
man
man.
hope?
He came
Why
in
you always
spiked
get so
that
angry?
jersey, man. The hope went with the spike.
He went with the spike.
The hope
You
went right
definitely
through the
spiked
ground.
y'all's hope.
That's the
I
hope right
liked
there.
it.
Yeah, Aqib was smart.
I
the whole
just
year.
can't watch another last night. I can't do that again, man.
Yeah, but how you spike that? And that was the reason
You
y'all
shoulda
gave
brought
up
in-
Micah. Because of that guy. Now you spike him, what?
No.
You should have just brought that Micah jersey in and spiked that motherfucker.
I burned it. I mean,
I can't believe we went through the whole show and didn't talk about Micah. Now we brought it up.
Oh, we got close.
Wait, are you talking about the same guy who had no sacks
Oh my
and
God.
no pressures? Wait, against Carolina?
Hey, what'd
almost
you
got out of
do?
there.
What'd you do?
Well,
almost got out of
11
here.
from heaven, man.
11 from hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, guys, what a packed show. Obviously, the trade deadline is done. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Wait. Before we end the
Oh.
show today,
Oh,
we got to show love to the
Oh,
boss
wait a
man,
second.
man. We
To
got
the boss
We got
man.
a boss man birthday today.
boss man.
Woo!
We got
Boss
a
man, boss man, boss man, boss man.
birthday today. It's going on in the arena today. You know what I'm saying?
Rob, get over
on
here.
now.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday, dear Rob. Happy birthday to you. Wish for great ratings, Rob.
I got a present. I got a present for you.
Hey,
take this little shit doll
keep your
out of
hands
here.
off Lil Lee, man. You been touching Lil Lee, but look too much
Take
today,
this little-
man. Gotta check that shit, man.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you, Rob. Rob makes everything on the show happen. So happy birthday, Rob. But woo! Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you here back on Friday. Love you guys.